Today, I am playing hardcore Minecraft. This is my very first time playing hardcore, and I have never in any game mode beaten Minecraft, so this should be very interesting. So I started off on day 1 just by gathering the simple materials and getting the basic needs to survive in hardcore. I then killed some squid and gathered their ink sacs. I then found some pumpkin and decided to gather that in case if I wanted to make a farm for later. I even found my first animal, and then a few more. I finally got 3 pieces of wool, but I didn't realize they needed to be the same color. Luckily, I found a gray sheep, but I still needed 1 more piece of wool. At this point, I thought it was over. The sun was setting, I had no cooked food. All I needed was 1 piece of wool. But it was getting too dark. I knew sooner or later the mobs were gonna come and get me. And there they were. Skeletons starting to shoot at me. I found the sheep, but it was too late. It was surrounded by mobs. There was nothing I could do, so I decided to box up and cook some chicken so I could restore some of my health. I also decided that I need some armor, so I decided to craft myself an iron chestplate. Now, I was fully suited and ready to go attack. After searching, I finally found the sheep again, and just like before, it was guarded by a skeleton. But this time, I was able to take down the skeleton and collect my final piece of wool. Now that I got the last piece of wool, I could finally craft a bed and sleep through the first night. Day 2, I woke up and watched the sunrise, but not for long, because we had a lot to take care of. So I gathered all my things up and started to move on. I ended up coming across a broken nether portal, but found nothing of use. I decided to go to sleep and continue the next day. At this point, I was just trying to find a good place to stay, and hopefully also come across a good cave to find diamonds. I ended up coming across this cave that was built into this mountain, and I ended up coming across my first emerald, but unfortunately I couldn't break it because I didn't have an iron pickaxe. So I decided to put my items in a chest and go out mining. But I was not ready for all the mobs that were waiting for me down at the bottom of the cave. I started to go down the waterfall, but there was no way I was gonna survive. I even started getting attacked by a skeleton, so I decided to retreat and create a new plan. The only thing I could craft was an iron pickaxe, so I had to make do and go down the cave, even though there was just a minefield of mobs down there. And finally, I made it into the mine shaft. And after only about 30 seconds, I came across a zombie spawner. And shortly after that, I came across another spawner. But this one was a spider spawner. And somehow this spider was up in the corner. At this point, I was feeling very confident, so I decided to explore the mine shaft and hopefully find some diamonds. So after a little bit of mining, I decided to go back to base and smelt up some iron so I could have a full set of iron armor. Now that I had a full set of armor, I decided there was no more fear. So I decided to go down to the bottom of the cave and kill off all the mobs. I was just randomly exploring the cave when I came across this big opening, and there it was. I finally found what I thought was the first diamond of the season. So I decided to get as close to it as I could and then start building down. There it was. I could reach it. And with these new textures, it turns out it was just an emerald. And oh my, do I feel stupid after that one. At this point, the only thing I could do was move on, so I decided to go back to base. The next day, I decided to pack up my things and say goodbye to this place, because we are moving on.